Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible
Accio.
moment. Now, very good. Stay focused. Excellent control there. That's it. Not to worry. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. There we go.
Accio.
Watch this. Yes!
Very good.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Nicely done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. There we go.
Accio.
Happens to the best of us.
Be sharp. Yes!
Splendid!
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Do not be discouraged.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to...
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. A word if you're
you
so
would.
inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor. Expect to hear from me.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to...
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. Fixes things right up, makes a broke... More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not... A number of your professors... I have arranged some...
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it. flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio!
Might some kind soul help me?
Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. Whilst I'm impressed by your wand work, I would suggest you set your aim a bit further from your professor. That's it! Very good! If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I miss going to lectures. Cheering everyone on.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Revelio!
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into...
It is. I haven't left the castles.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of... Hogsmeade's a charming little place. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck,
Bodega.
both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Of course it is not without complexity. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful, but I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcraft. A potting table...
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Not much of the dark arts that frighten me.
Revelio.
Merlin, blooming beard.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. How intriguing. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. Though I don't believe I've...
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather, how may I help you today? You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, Devil?
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, as it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses. But for now, let's get you those. Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio. Reparo. Accio.
there!
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged.
Ah, the dittany for the new Merlin's beard.
Not at all.
Well, bravo! Not everyone has... Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my... I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't...
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. But what's... Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian. Revelio. I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
Draw it away from the buildings! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all? That's what... Keep at it! We'll wear him down a bit. He's faltering. A few more hits should do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves? Merlin's beard. Are you all...
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are...
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, hello there. A moment, if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Reparo.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to think.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you some. I own Gladrag's wizardware and among my inventory. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter,
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you?
I'd say that
I sell even more worthy items, should you be inclined. You're most welcome to at your leisure.
Revelio. Accio. Reparo. Levioso. Protego. Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Reparo. Revelio.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, he might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
wonder what Violet's up to. I could use a bit of a respite from this rain.
Revelio. Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin.
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what...
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to... If our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to... I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we can...
But sir, how dangerous could the library be?
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
I cannot do this for all eternity!
If only a new student were to help me with my
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated us. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torch. And you may be when you're finished, come and you know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
You stay in your portrait and I'll stay in mine.
Pay particular attention to the string in this next piece.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Reparo. Lumos.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Levioso! Accio! Reparo.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does
It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, you're first. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Lumos. Reparo.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second... And as a fully very good way to master spellcom. Again, congratulations on your... Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of...
Why, yes it is. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Lumos. Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but you'd better keep practicing if you want to chance. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of ready.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Next time, perhaps.
Accio.
That's it.
Levioso.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
Keep trying.
Levioso.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during...
Assignment's all finished.
If only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should...
Should be, Professor...
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure... Your spellcasting has impressed me thus... I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio!
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to I shall find you when I've completed...
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough.
And I am. Meet me outside the library.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells... Give it a try. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Pete?
The key. Here it is.
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo. Of course, traces of ancient magic. That's it. Where might this lead? I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Revelio. Accio. This must be the way forward, but to where? Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Wearing Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor. I'll say.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find...
I already have some, Professor.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later.
Let's see, how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce. You'll find that some plants are better suited to you. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. Come back and see me when you're finished.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese... Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastard. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine...
I suppose they could prove...
It's chaos out there. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably... Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves,
Protego!
we shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomp.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? And good, as you do seem...
Magical plants have so much...
I'm glad. Herbology is a... Well, I suppose that's everything.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing them. Only cost me my
Protego!
hearing.
Like any hero, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the case.
Maybe Aurors or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never...
He knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the... Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Professor...
Yes, sir.
Good. But in the future, you'll be expected to... Some can be harvested. Others, however, come and see me when you've finished. Wiggenweld potion is not a cure-all, and no salve is a substitute for common sense. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing. Finish your potion.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an... You remember?
Ah, yes.
Listen, I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
Hi.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be...
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what...
Remember.
Revelio.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Revelio. I was impressed that you were able to answer.
Oh! And I've never seen anyone brew such a flaw.
I'm glad I was able...
You must simply have a knack for Some students seem so... A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book. Speaking of stuff...
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! You should get back to brewing your...
A well-prepared ritual wizard always has a few tokens on hand.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You finish your potion, and then...
Reparo. Accio. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you...
He did say that. He wants...
Brilliant! You remember me, don't you?
Ah, yes.
Listen, I'm just missing one
I suspect that's where I...
You're as clever as I'd hoped.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's...
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable.
Very well. I'll...
Brilliant! Wait.
Your potion should not be that...
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp.
Oh, and
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first.
You must simply have a knack. Some students seem speak.
Here's the Fwooper feather you...
Brilliant! You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Revelio.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron. Finish your potion and then return to me.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Remember, precision...
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp?
He did say that. He wants me...
Brilliant! You remember? Ah, listen, I'm just missing one.
I suspect... I don't know. I've enough to worry about.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Keep your potion station full.
Gareth.
Hello again.
Here's the Fupa feather you wanted.
Knew you'd come around. Brilliant! You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when
A well-prepared witch or wizard.
Professor, what's...
You should have collected the ingredients from my...
Revelio.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an
Protego!
I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed.
Oh! And...
Professor Sharp.
Don't take it. And in... Merlin's... Speak...
Potions we could find. What sort of potions? You mean like recipes? No, silly. Potions that we won't be taught in class. Forbidden potions. Would there be love potions, do you think?
Ugh, if there are, I'm definitely not going.
Oh, there's probably everything. And as long as the librarian isn't about, I'm sure it's not that hard to get in.
There's likely a reason it's called the restricted section. Probably there are potions that could be quite dangerous.
Oh, you're so boring. It's a wonder Gryffindor hasn't cast you out. Fine, let's just do our homework.
Revelio.
Oh, there was something else too. A dash of powdered
Oh, and all of that. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. Not good.
My Wiggenweld potions.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as a
Potato!
I wish he talked about it more.
I was... Oh. I'm glad.
Did I hear Professor
He did say that. He wants me to get...
Listen.
I'll get you. Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! You should get back to brewing your...
Remember, precision is... Keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
That's Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. Not an easy potion to... And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin.
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class. Others, however, may be harder to obtain and will require... Come and see me when you've finished brewing. And we'll see if it was skill or luck the first.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have
He did say that. I suspect that...
You're as clever as I simply need...
I'll get you the footage.
Wait until you...
Your potion should not be... Remember, precision is the key when brewing potions.
Here's the Whopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Revelio. Incendio.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Revelio.